Life lessons. I learned at 40 to avoid regrets when I am 60. Lesson 1. Embracing change. As you journey into your 40s, it's vital to understand that embracing change, instead of fearing it, can lead to astonishing personal growth and new, exciting opportunities. Change is inevitable, and the quicker you accept that, the easier it becomes to navigate through life's twists and turns. You see, life isn't about staying still, it's about moving forward and evolving. You may feel comfortable in your current routines, but comfort doesn't always equate to fulfillment or happiness. It's in the unknown, in stretching yourself beyond your limits, where you'll find growth, experience life, and discover your true potential. Moreover, embracing change doesn't mean you have to reinvent yourself completely. It's about adapting, about being open-minded and willing to learn. It's about acknowledging that you're not the same person you were in your 20s or 30s, and that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay, it's necessary. Remember, it's not about making drastic alterations overnight. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up over time. So, don't fear change, embrace it. Start by taking a new route to work, trying a new cuisine, or learning a new skill. Embracing change is about being brave enough to let go of the familiar and step into the unknown. It's about recognizing that uncertainty can be a gateway to possibilities you hadn't even considered. So, as you journey into your 40s, remember to stay open, stay curious, and most importantly, stay willing to embrace change. It's your path to a richer, more fulfilling life. Lesson 2. Cultivating resilience. Life's got a knack for throwing curveballs, doesn't it? Just when you think you've got it all figured out, something unexpected comes hurtling your way. It's in these moments that resilience becomes your most valuable asset. Resilience isn't about avoiding the curveballs. It's about having the strength and tenacity to keep going, even when things seem impossible. It's about bouncing back from setbacks, dusting yourself off, and stepping up to the plate again. At 40, you've seen enough of life to know it's not always a smooth ride. You've faced hardships, made mistakes, and likely been knocked down a time or two. But you're still here, aren't you? That's resilience. You've learned that no matter how hard life hits, you can hit back harder. Yet, there's a misconception that resilience is innate, something you're either born with or not. That's not the case. Like a muscle, resilience strengthens with use. It's nurtured through experiences, both good and bad, and it's fortified each time you choose to rise after a fall. You've got 20 years ahead till 60. There will be more curveballs, more challenges. But now, you understand the power of resilience. You know it's not about never falling, but about always getting back up. You know it's not about the absence of difficulties, but the courage to overcome them. Lesson 3. Setting boundaries. Navigating the rough seas of life, you've reached 40 and it's high time to hoist the flag of boundaries firmly on your ship. By now, you've learned that life is full of relationships, with family, colleagues, friends, and even with yourself. But, not all relationships are beneficial. They can drain your energy and time if you don't set clear boundaries. Setting boundaries isn't about being selfish, it's about self-respect. It's about understanding your worth and not allowing others to degrade it. You have the right to say no when something doesn't align with your values or drains your well-being. It's okay to decline invitations, to choose not to engage in gossip, to decide what you'll tolerate, and to insist on respect. Boundaries also apply to your professional life. You don't have to take on every task that lands on your desk. Learn to delegate. Understand that you're only one person and can't do it all. Remember, setting boundaries isn't a one-time act, but a continuous process. It's an art you master with time and experience. Listen to your gut feelings. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Boundaries can also be flexible. What works today mightn't work tomorrow. Life is dynamic, and so should your boundaries be. Set your boundaries firmly. They're your bulwark against the storms of life. They're the sign that reads, "I respect myself." They're not a luxury, but a necessity. As you journey towards 60, let these boundaries guide you, protecting your peace, and leading you to a life of dignity and respect. Lesson 4. Prioritizing self-care. In the hustle and bustle of life, it's all too easy to forget that you're not just a passenger, but the captain of your ship, and self-care should be your compass guiding you to a healthier, happier destination. It's a lesson often learned too late, but one that you should embrace now, before another decade slips by. Self-care isn't just about spa days and bubble baths, it's about recognizing your needs and taking steps to meet them. It's about putting yourself first, not out of selfishness but out of necessity. After all, you can't pour from an empty cup. You may feel terrible at first, especially if you are accustomed to prioritizing others' demands over your own. But remember, self-care isn't an indulgence, it's a necessity. It's an investment in your future well-being and happiness. Think of it as preventive maintenance for your mind, body, and soul. Like keeping your car in good condition, it's far cheaper and easier to maintain your health than to recover it once it's gone. Lesson 5. Fostering relationships. Beyond the realm of self-care, it's the relationships you build and nurture that can truly enrich your life at 40 and beyond. Relationships, be they with family, friends, or colleagues, offer a sense of belonging, emotional support, and joy that's hard to replicate elsewhere. You're not an island, and human connection is a fundamental part of living a fulfilled life. At 40, you've likely built a collection of relationships, and it's time to foster those that bring positivity, mutual respect, and growth into your life. It's about quality, not quantity. Invest your time and energy in relationships that matter. Listen to understand, not reply. Show empathy, not judgment. Be there for others, not just when it's convenient for you. Remember, it's equally important to let go of relationships that drain you. Cutting ties may be difficult, but it's crucial for your emotional well-being. You're allowed to prioritize yourself, and sometimes, that means stepping away from toxic relationships. Rekindling old friendships and building new ones is also essential. Don't let age be a barrier in making new connections. Engage in social activities, join clubs, and volunteer. You'll be amazed at the diverse and enriching relationships you can build. Lastly, don't forget the most vital relationship of all, the one with yourself. Spend quality time alone, reflect, and embrace solitude. In nurturing this relationship, you'll find you're better equipped to foster those around you. In your 40s, fostering relationships isn't just about maintaining but enhancing life's quality, nurturing growth, and finding joy in connections. It's about shaping the life you want to lead when you're 60, with no regrets. Lesson 6. Pursuing passion. With the wisdom of your years, it's high time you chased your passions fearlessly, and found the courage to live a life that truly reflects your desires. When you're in your 20s and 30s, life can feel like a whirlwind of responsibilities and expectations. But as you crest the hill of 40, it's time to take stock and consider what really sets your soul on fire. You've spent years building your career, perhaps raising a family, and fulfilling roles that society has set for you. Now, it's time to peel back the layers and rediscover the passions that might have gotten lost in the hustle and bustle. This isn't about being selfish or reckless, it's about honoring the unique individual you are. What is that one thing you've always wanted to do? Write a novel, learn to paint, start a business, travel to far-off places. There's a spark inside you that's ready to ignite. Don't extinguish it with self-doubt or fear. Instead, feed that flame with courage and determination. But remember, pursuing your passion isn't about achieving perfection or immediate success. It's about the journey, the learning, and the joy that comes from doing something you love. So, let go of the need for instant gratification. It's the process that matters, not just the final result. As you embark on this exciting new chapter, remember that it's never too late to pursue your passion. Your 40s are the perfect time to take that leap. You've earned it. So, embrace this opportunity and let your soul soar. Don't wait till you're 60 and look back with regret. Start now. After all, this is your life. Live it passionately. Lesson 7. Embracing failure. As you chase your passions, it's equally important to acknowledge that failure isn't your enemy, but a stepping stone to success. You see, life doesn't come with an instruction manual, and sometimes, the best lessons are learned through stumbling and picking yourself up again. Failure isn't a mark of weakness or ineptitude, it's a testament to your courage to try, to venture into the unknown, and to challenge yourself. Embrace failure, not as a final destination, but as a necessary part of your journey. It's the raw material that shapes you into a resilient, wiser, and more compassionate individual. Imagine if Thomas Edison had given up after his first few attempts at inventing the light bulb. What if J.K. Rowling had quit after numerous rejections from publishers? They didn't. They embraced their failures, learned from them, and pushed forward until they achieved their goals. Failure isn't a dead end, it's a fork in the road, offering you a chance to reflect, reevaluate, and recalibrate your strategies. It's painful, yes, but it's also a profound teacher. It teaches you humility, perseverance, and the value of second chances. Lesson 8. Practicing gratitude. Cultivating a habit of gratitude can dramatically transform your perspective on life, lighting up even the darkest corners with the warm glow of appreciation. It's not about ignoring the difficulties or challenges you face, but rather acknowledging the good in your life despite them. You've perhaps heard it said that gratitude is an attitude. It's a perspective that you choose, not something that just happens to you. Start by recognizing the simple things you're grateful for: the roof over your head, a warm meal, the love of your family. Then, push yourself to find gratitude in tougher circumstances. Lost your job? Perhaps this is an opportunity to pursue a career you're more passionate about. Going through a heartbreak? Maybe it's a chance for self-discovery and growth. There's no denying that practicing gratitude can be hard, especially when life throws curveballs. But remember, you're stronger than you think, and the challenge you're facing is temporary. When you consciously choose gratitude, you are choosing to concentrate on the good rather than the negative. This doesn't mean that the negatives disappear, but they become less overwhelming. Keeping a thankfulness notebook can be a valuable tool on this journey. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. You'll be surprised at how much this small action can impact your outlook on life. Over time, you'll find that gratitude isn't just a habit, it's a lifestyle. And it's a lifestyle that can lead to a more fulfilled, content, and regret-free life at age 60. Lesson 9. Learning continuously. Embracing a mindset of continuous learning is another invaluable lesson you'll discover as you navigate life in your 40s. This isn't solely about professional development or acquiring new skills for your work, it's about personal growth, expansion of your perspective, and building a life steeped in curiosity and wonder. Unlike your younger years, where learning was often a chore or a means to an end, learning in your 40s becomes a journey, a thrilling exploration into the vast expanse of knowledge and wisdom. It's about understanding that you don't have all the answers, and that's okay. It's about being humble enough to admit that there's still so much to learn. You'll find that the more you learn, the more you'll want to learn. Every new insight sparks a thirst for more. Every unanswered question becomes a starting point for a new adventure. It's an exciting cycle that keeps your mind sharp, your heart open, and your spirit youthful. But it's not just about the thrill, it's also about the practicalities. As the world rapidly changes, continuous learning keeps you relevant. It provides you with the knowledge and tools you need to adapt and prosper in a constantly changing environment. In the end, learning continuously is about embracing the beauty of endless possibilities. It's about cherishing the journey of self-discovery and celebrating the wonderful complexity of life. So, be a lifelong learner. Embrace the unknown. And remember, the pursuit of knowledge is a journey, not a destination. Lesson 10. Letting go of control. Life's unpredictable nature often pushes you to relinquish control, and in your 40s, you'll realize that it's not only necessary, but incredibly liberating. When you stop trying to micromanage every element of your life and instead trust the ebb and flow of events, you feel a tremendous feeling of freedom. You'll find that letting go doesn't mean you're giving up, but rather, it's an act of faith in the journey of life. You may have spent your 20s and 30s in a state of constant planning and control, trying to steer your life in the direction you wanted. But as you've matured, you've likely realized that life doesn't always follow the script you've written for it. You've faced unexpected challenges, twists, and turns that have required you to adapt and evolve. In your 40s, the wisdom of letting go begins to seep in. You understand that control is just an illusion. You can't control the weather, the economy, the behavior of others, or the myriad of other external factors in your life. The only thing you truly have control over is your response to these situations. Lesson 11. Embracing vulnerability. Just as you learn to surrender control, your 40s also invite you to open up to vulnerability, a concept that can seem terrifying but is truly empowering. Embracing vulnerability isn't about weakness, rather it's about courage and authenticity. It's about the willingness to expose your true self, feelings, thoughts, and fears to the world. It's about letting go of the masks you've worn to protect yourself and stepping into the spotlight with your true, unedited self. You might be thinking, why would I want to do that? The reason is simple: true connection. When you embrace vulnerability, you allow others to see the real you, and in doing so, you create deeper, more meaningful connections. You let people into your world, with its ups and downs, joys and sorrows, strengths and weaknesses. Embracing vulnerability also leads to personal growth. It forces you to confront your fears, insecurities, and self-doubt. It challenges you to accept yourself as you are, with all your flaws and imperfections. It encourages you to move beyond of your comfort zone and take risks, knowing that failure is possible but also accepting that it is an important part of the process. Lesson 12. Finding balance. Navigating through your 40s, you'll find that striking a balance in all aspects of your life is a crucial lesson you need to master. It's not just about work and play, but also about giving and receiving, self-care and caring for others, being firm and being flexible. It's a tightrope walk, absolutely, but with practice, you can become more adept at it. Imagine life as a seesaw. If you lean too much to one side, things can get out of control quickly. But if you manage to sit in the middle, despite the ups and downs, you hold steady. That's the essence of balance. It's not about eliminating the highs and lows of life, but about knowing how to ride them out without falling off. But how do you do this? Start by identifying the areas of your life that need more equilibrium. Is your work consuming most of your time, leaving little for family or hobbies? Are you giving more than you're receiving, causing feelings of resentment or exhaustion? Once you've identified these areas, create a plan to adjust your time, energy, and resources more evenly. Remember, finding balance isn't a one-time thing, it's a continuous process of making adjustments based on your current circumstances. It may seem challenging, especially when you're used to living life at extremes, but trust me, it's worth the effort. Your 40s is a time of clarity, wisdom, and yes, balance. So, embrace it. Strive for equilibrium and watch your life transform in ways you never imagined. Because when you find balance, you find peace. And isn't that something we all strive for in our journey through life? Lesson 13. Celebrating progress. In the same vein as finding balance, it's equally important to recognize and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each step you take forward, whether it's a big leap or a tiny shuffle, is a testament to your resilience and should be applauded. Think about it. You're not the same person you were yesterday, last week, last month, or last year. You've grown, learned, and made strides in your personal and professional life. Don't let these victories, no matter how minor they might seem, go unnoticed. You see, celebrating progress isn't just about throwing a party every time you achieve a goal. It's about acknowledging the effort you put in, the obstacles you overcame, and the persistence you showed. It's about giving yourself a pat on the back for not giving up, for standing tall in the face of adversity. But why is this crucial? Because acknowledging and celebrating progress fuels motivation. It generates a sense of accomplishment and propels you to keep going, to keep pushing, to reach for the stars. It builds your self-confidence, affirms your abilities, and serves as a reminder that you have what it takes to conquer whatever life throws at you. Lesson 14. Honoring values. As you go through life, upholding your principles is critical in developing who you are and who you want to be. They're the beacon that guides you through life's storms, the compass that keeps you on track when distractions attempt to lead you astray. Reflect on your values. Are they clear? Are they guiding your decisions, your actions, and your interactions with others? See, values aren't just abstract ideas, they're the core principles that direct your life. They're the reason you choose certain paths, make certain decisions, and why you stand firm when faced with opposition. Your values are the threads that weave the fabric of your character. But it's not just about knowing your values, it's about honoring them. It's about standing up for what you believe in, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about making decisions that align with your values, even when it's difficult. It's about not compromising on what you hold dear, no matter the cost. And remember, it's never too late to clarify your values. If you're unsure, take some time to reflect. Ask yourself, what's important to you? What do you want to stand for? Once you have a clear idea, strive to live in alignment with them every day. Honoring your values isn't always easy, but it's worth it. It provides a sense of purpose, brings fulfillment, and creates a life that's authentic to you. So, honor your values. Let them guide you, inspire you, and help you to become the best version of yourself. Lesson 15. Seeking adventure. While honoring your values shapes your character, embracing the thrill of new experiences can add color and excitement to your life. Seeking adventure isn't just about adrenaline-pumping activities or globe-trotting. It is about stepping outside of your comfort zone, doing new things, and developing as a person. Imagine living a life that's predictable, monotonous, and risk-free. It might be safe, but it's also likely to be dull. Now, think about how it would feel to look back at your life at 60 and realize you've missed out on exhilarating experiences because you were too afraid to take chances. You don't want that, do you? Remember, every adventure doesn't have to mean climbing Mount Everest. It could be as simple as trying a new cuisine, learning a new language, or even starting a new hobby. The point is to challenge yourself, learn something new, and broaden your horizons. Don't let fear hold you back. Fear is natural, but don't let it dictate your life. It's okay to feel scared, but you'll never know what you're capable of until you push past your fears. And finally, embrace failure. Yes, with every adventure, there's a risk of failure. But remember, every failure is a lesson learned, every mistake a stepping stone to success. Lesson 16. Resolving conflict. Navigating through life's challenges, You're bound to face conflicts, but it's your ability to resolve them that truly defines your character and resilience. Conflict isn't a roadblock but a stepping stone toward personal growth. It's an opportunity to learn, to understand, and to see things from a different perspective. Understanding is the cornerstone of conflict resolution. When you're entrenched in a disagreement, it's easy to become blind to the other person's point of view. But by stepping out of your comfort zone, by daring to see things from their perspective, you're already halfway to resolution. So, don't shy away from conflict. Embrace it. Let it be a learning curve for you. The power of communication in resolving conflicts can't be overstated. Often, you'll find that conflicts arise from misunderstandings or lack of clear communication. Be open, honest, and respectful in your communication. Listen more than you speak, and when you do speak, use I statements to articulate your feelings without blaming or criticizing the other person. Furthermore, practice patience. Conflict resolution isn't always immediate. It takes time, effort, and a lot of understanding. But remember, the goal isn't to win the argument, it's to reach a mutual understanding, a compromise that respects both parties' perspectives. Lesson 17. Embracing imperfection. Just like resolving conflicts teaches you about empathy and understanding, embracing your imperfections opens a whole new chapter of self-acceptance and personal growth. You're not perfect, and that's perfectly okay. You're human, allowed to make mistakes, allowed to have flaws, and it's these very imperfections that make you unique, authentic, and real. Embrace those flaws, those quirks that set you apart, the unique twists and turns that make up who you are. They're not shortcomings, but badges of your individuality. Understand that it's okay to be a work in progress. You're constantly learning, growing, and evolving, and you should be proud of how far you've come. You might have scars, both visible and invisible. However, every scar reveals a story of perseverance, courage, and the ability to overcome. They're not signs of weakness, but rather the proof of your battles and your victories. Wear them with pride, for they've shaped you into the person you're today. And remember, you're not alone in this journey of self-acceptance. We all have our own flaws and imperfections. It's what makes us human. It's what connects us. So, embrace your imperfections. Celebrate them. For they're not just part of you, they're you. And the you that you are, is enough. In the end, embracing imperfection isn't about settling for less. It's about recognizing and accepting your true self, and that, my friend, is the first step towards a life of authenticity, fulfillment, and no regrets. Lesson 18. Practicing mindfulness. As you journey through life, practicing mindfulness can become your beacon, illuminating the path to a richer, more fulfilling existence. This is no New Age fad, but a potent tool that stood the test of time, helping countless individuals navigate their lives' complexities. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the present moment, conscious of your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. It's about acknowledging the beauty of the now, appreciating life as it unfolds, moment by moment. You're not dwelling on the past, nor are you fretting about the future. You're simply being, here and now. In today's fast-paced world, where distractions are rife and time seems to slip away, mindfulness can be a sanctuary. It allows you to slow down, to breathe, to listen to your heartbeat, and to appreciate the simple things that often get overlooked. It's the rustling leaves, the birds chirping, the warmth of the sun on your face. It's the laughter of a loved one, the aroma of your morning coffee, the comfort of your favorite book. Mindfulness can help you reduce stress, enhance focus, and develop a stronger connection with yourself and others. It's not about erasing life's problems, but about facing them with calmness, clarity, and compassion. And as you turn 40, embracing mindfulness can be the key to living a life with fewer regrets and more joy. Lesson 19. Taking risks. While embracing mindfulness can guide you to a more fulfilled existence, it's stepping out of your comfort zone and taking risks that can truly add excitement and growth to your life, especially as you hit the milestone of 40. You've probably heard it 1,000 times, but it's worth repeating: no risk, no reward. And it's never too late to start. Risk-taking doesn't necessarily mean skydiving or quitting your job without a safety net. It could be as simple as changing your daily routine, trying a new hobby, or delving into an unfamiliar subject. Maybe you've always wanted to learn another language, to cook exotic dishes, or to write a novel. The point is to push your boundaries, to challenge yourself and to grow in ways you never thought possible. You see, as we get older, we tend to play it safe. We stick to what we know, to what's comfortable. But comfort can lead to stagnation. It's when you take risks, when you dare to step into the unknown, that you truly discover your potential. Sure, risk-taking can be scary. You might fail. You might fall flat on your face. But guess what? That's okay. Failure isn't the end of the world. It's just another stepping stone on the path to success. Lesson 20. Nurturing creativity. Unleashing your creativity, especially as you journey through your 40s, is like opening a treasure chest of endless possibilities. It's a vibrant, thrilling, and essential part of your life, one that can truly shape your future. Here's why you need to nurture it now. Creativity isn't just about painting a masterpiece or composing a symphony. It's about thinking differently, finding new solutions, and not being afraid to color outside the lines. You've got a wealth of life experience now that's the perfect canvas for your creativity. So, don't be shy, let it flow. Begin by allowing yourself to create without judgment. It's not about perfection, it's about expression. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're exploring, discovering, growing. It's your journey, your story. Paint it with bold strokes and vivid colors. Then, create a space for your creativity to flourish. Maybe it's a corner of your home, a time of day, or a place in nature. It's your sanctuary, where you can let your thoughts wander, your imagination soar. Embrace it. Finally, remember that your creativity is a gift, not just to you, but to the world. You've got ideas, perspectives, stories that only you can share. So, don't hide your light under a bushel. Let it shine. Let it inspire others. Let it make a difference. Nurturing your creativity isn't just a hobby, it's a life lesson. One that can lead to fulfillment, joy, and a sense of purpose that can carry you through your 40s and beyond. So, go ahead, unleash your creativity. You won't regret it. Lesson 21. Facing fears. In your 40s, you may find that confronting your fears becomes a transformative and empowering experience. It's a decade where you've amassed enough life experiences to understand that fear often serves as a roadblock, hindering your growth and potential. It's time to confront those fears head-on, to unlock a life free from the shackles of doubt and hesitation. You see, fears aren't meant to cower you, but to challenge you, to make you stronger. They're obstacles that you're meant to overcome. They're not walls but hurdles, waiting to be leaped over. And in your 40s, you've got the wisdom and the courage to do just that. Each fear faced is a victory, a testament to your will and strength. It's okay if you stumble, if you falter, that's part of the journey too. What matters is that you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going. Keep in mind that bravery is not the absence of fear, but the will to proceed in the face of it. So, face your fears. Not with a sense of dread, but with a sense of anticipation. Consider each fear as an opportunity to grow, to learn, to become a better version of yourself. And when you do overcome them, you'll find a sense of fulfillment and freedom that's absolutely priceless. In your 40s, you're not just living, you're thriving. You're stronger, wiser, and braver than you've ever been. So, take on your fears, embrace the challenge, and revel in the strength that you find. After all, these are the life lessons that will guide you, without regrets, into your golden years. Lesson 22. Investing in health. Turning 40 isn't just about celebrating your past, it's about investing in your future, and that starts with your health. You're not just a body, you're a mind too, and both need your care and attention. From hitting the gym to finding your zen, and nourishing your body with the good stuff, it's time to put yourself first. Prioritizing physical fitness. At 40, adopting a healthy lifestyle can be a game changer. It is not just about looking nice, but also about investing in your long-term well-being. Prioritizing physical fitness becomes imperative as you age. You're not only fortifying your body against diseases but also ensuring a stronger, more active future. Regular exercise can help you avoid serious ailments, increase your energy, and enhance your attitude. Start slowly, find an activity you love, and turn it into a habit. It's never too late to start. Remember, your body is the only place you have to live in permanently. Treat it with the respect it deserves. Your 60-year-old self will thank you for making physical fitness a priority today. Mental health matters. Just as you are dedicated to developing physical strength, it is critical to prioritize your mental health, especially as you manage the challenges of life at 40. It's not a sign of weakness, but of wisdom, to acknowledge when you're struggling and seek help. Remember, everyone has their battles and you're not alone. You might find comfort in therapy, meditation, or simply talking it out with a trusted friend. Don't disregard your feelings, they're valid. Just as a workout strengthens your body, tending to your emotional well-being strengthens your mind. So, invest time in yourself. Be patient, be kind. You're worth it. Because at the end of the day, your mental health isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Balanced diet importance. Fueling your body with a balanced food is another important investment in your health, much as cultivating your mental well-being. What you eat doesn't just impact your physical shape, it also affects your mood, energy, and overall vitality. Think of your body as a car, it can't run on empty or poor quality fuel. So, don't skimp on colorful fruits and veggies, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. Say no to processed foods whenever you can. Lesson 23. Building resilience. Reaching 40, you've likely faced your fair share of challenges. It's in these trials where resilience is born and nurtured, giving you the power to bounce back stronger. Let's explore how understanding resilience, strengthening emotional fortitude, developing adaptable strategies, learning through failure, and maintaining an optimistic outlook can shape your life's journey. Understanding resilience. In navigating the journey of life, resilience often becomes your most reliable compass, guiding you through challenges and setbacks with unwavering strength. It's the inner grit that allows you to spring back from adversity stronger and wiser. Understanding resilience isn't about becoming immune to hardship, but about learning to dance in the rain. You see, resilience isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's the capacity to maintain your core integrity, regardless of the storms life throws at you. It's about turning obstacles into stepping stones. At 40, you've likely faced a fair share of life's rough waters. The question isn't whether you'll face more, but how you'll handle them. Understanding resilience is your first step to mastering life's waves, not just weathering them. Strengthening emotional fortitude. While you've weathered storms and come out stronger, it's now time to actively build your emotional fortitude, to not only withstand future trials but to truly thrive amidst them. Life at 40 opens a gateway to wisdom, enabling you to see past trivial troubles and cultivate resilience. Accept every challenge as a chance for growth. You're more capable than you realize, and each hardship faced is a testament to your strength. Don't shield your heart, but rather, let these experiences shape you into a fortress of resilience. Remember, your emotional fortitude isn't defined by the absence of adversity, but by your capacity to navigate it. Fortify your heart, strengthen your spirit, and you'll find that you can endure, overcome, and, most importantly, flourish. Developing adaptable strategies. As you journey through life, it's essential to develop adaptable strategies that foster resilience, allowing you to bounce back from hardships and grow from each experience. Being adaptable isn't about avoiding difficulties, but rather embracing change and turning obstacles into opportunities. It's about reframing your mindset to view challenges as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Remember, it's not the strongest or most intelligent of us that most often succeed, but those most responsive to change. So, stay open, flexible, ready to pivot, and eager to learn. The world is constantly changing, and so should you. In your 40s, it's not too late to develop these strategies. With resilience, you'll face less regret at 60, knowing every challenge conquered was another step forward. Learning through failure. Don't fear failure, rather embrace it as a valuable teacher, pushing you to build resilience and learn crucial life lessons. Believe me, it's in those tough times that you uncover your true strength. You see, failure isn't the end of the road, it's just a detour. It's a chance to reevaluate, grow, and bounce back stronger. View each setback as a stepping stone to success. It's through this lens of resilience that you'll come to appreciate the value of perseverance. Maintaining optimistic outlook. Just as you may use failure to build resilience, you can nurture a positive attitude to manage life's ups and downs with grace and strength. Life's not always sunny, but that doesn't mean you can't keep an optimistic perspective. It's about recognizing the silver lining, even in the darkest cloud. When you're optimistic, you're more likely to bounce back, take risks, and find solutions to problems. It's a mindset that encourages growth, fosters resilience, and promotes a happier, healthier you. Life's a grand, wild ride, and you're in the driver's seat. Embrace change, be resilient, set boundaries, prioritize self-care, and nurture relationships. Unleash your creativity, face your fears, and invest in your health. Remember, life isn't a rehearsal, it's the main event. So, grab it by the horns and build an unshakable resilience. By doing so, you'll sidestep regret at 60, looking back on a life well lived and lessons well learned. Here's to you, and your extraordinary journey. Thanks for listening to or reading this from Audiobooks Office.